If you lock in, I truly believe that 2026 will be your breakthrough year. This year, 2026, if you lock in right now, I truly believe that this year right now, this year is your breakthrough year. Your goals, your dreams, your finances, your health, all of what's considered wealth to you. Everything that you work hard for, that you're attracting, I truly believe that 2026 is your breakout year. I truly believe that you're going to make it happen this year, but you must lock in. And I know that it's still early in 2026. We're still in the first quarter of this year. So we do have a little bit of ways to leverage ourselves before we say happy 2027, right? We still have a little bit of ways to go. We have some time to work with. We have a little distance. We haven't even reached the halfway mark yet. June, we have a little ways to go, but don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. If you sit on your hands, time flies. You got to understand the sun goes up and the sun goes down with or without you. With or without you. Fellas, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. And to my ladies, don't be that, my queen. Don't be that person who watched the sun go up and go down day after day after day after day. All of this year, watching the days go by, fly by, and accomplish nothing by the end of this year, bro. Don't be that person. Don't be that person that watched this year fly by and you did nothing. You accomplished nothing. You didn't work towards nothing. Don't let this be another year that you let yourself fail, bro. Don't let yourself be that person that watched your goals and dreams sink yet another year. Let this be your defining year. Let this be your breakthrough year. But you're going to have to change. You're going to have to be a little bit more intentional this year versus how it was last year. Again, life happens. Things happen. I get it. We all have our bumps in the roads. But this time, I need you to get up a little bit quicker. This time, I need you to heal a little bit quicker. This time, I need you to get out of your feelings. This time, I need you to get out of your funk. This time, I need you to do it different. This time, you need you to do it different. This time, you need to move a little differently. This time, you need to stay committed, bro. This time, you need to stay committed. I remember a few years ago when I was like, you know what? I want to get a gym membership and I want to get in shape. I want to get in shape, but I had no direction. I had no way to go about it. I had no clue of how to go about the process of getting in shape. I just know, I was watching everybody else around the gym, things of that nature. I would just go to the gym, walk around the gym and just, mimic and see what other people are doing, especially the ones that look like they know what they're doing. The ones who look like they lift. Do you lift, bruh? And then, one day I came across a group of guys, who was cool. They were cool with me. I would ask for a spot, things of that nature. And then one day I was brave enough to ask them. I'm like, they look like they know what they're doing. I was brave enough to ask them, how do you develop a physique? You feel what I'm saying? Of course, clearly you lift weights. But how do you go about the process of developing a physique, right? So of course they taught me some things, some basic fundamentals, some nutrition tips and things like that. I took their advice and then I actually ran with it. I went and actually got certified. I became a certified personal trainer. So I got the knowledge. Fast forward. I started learning what it's going to take to actually get in shape, right? And one thing that stood out when it came to the advice that they gave me the application. They told me this is what you need to do when it comes to lifting. This is what you need to do, just basic stuff. This is what you need to do when it comes to your nutrition. So I said, okay, cool. But from the advice that they gave, now mind you, it was basic advice, but at the same time, it was still information. It was information. So now that I have the application, one thing stood out. They said the one thing that you will need along this journey of getting into the shape that you want, that you desire. This is the number one rule. The number one rule is this thing called consistency. Because you can have all the information. You can have everything stored up in your head, all of the science. You can have it down to a science. You can know how many reps, this, that, and the third. You can even eat good. You can even eat healthy. But if you're doing all of what it is that you now know, if you're missing this one thing, no matter how much you know, if you miss this one piece, then everything that you want will crumble. The physique that you want won't happen. You'll struggle en route of trying to obtain a physique that you want. It is called consistency. So they gave me the information, the knowledge, and threw this thing out called consistency and said that needs to stick. And you have to just believe and just keep going, just trusting. You may get frustrated in the process because you're not going to see it immediately, but I promise you, if you're consistent, it will work, period. If you're consistent, it will work. And so I was like, I'm going to take this thing, I'm going to take the information that they gave me, and I'm going to take this thing that they said, make sure that it stick out like a sore thumb. Just be consistent. I'm going to just be consistent, all right? If that's what it's going to take, I'm going to be consistent. They want me to take this thing called consistency and run with it. So, I had that in my head while I was, en route of building my physique. I'm going to just keep going. Rainy days, I'm going to keep going. Sunny days, of course, I'm going to go. Snowy days, I'm literally driving in the snow. I wouldn't encourage anybody to go to the gym in the snow if you don't have to. Walk if you can. But on the snowy days, I'm going to the gym. I'm going. Next thing you know, I'm starting to feel better. Next thing you know, I'm starting to look better. Next thing you know, I'm starting to remember when they said make sure that you're consistent, because consistency is your vehicle to getting the physique that you want. It's not so much about what you know, that's half the battle. It's not so much about what you know that you need to do when it comes to lifting weights. It's not so much about what you know when it comes to the food that you need to eat, the nutrition. It's about taking everything and applied effort and doing it on a regular basis. That's how you win. That is how you obtain the physique that you want. You have to do it repetitively. You have to do it over and over and over, like hammering a nail, bro. Like hammering a nail. And so I said, I'm gonna try it. Next thing you know, I looked up. 6 months later, transformation, bro. I look way different. I'm starting to see a model. I'm starting to see the idea that I had in my head. Going from the physique that I started when I came into the journey and started working out 6 months later, I'm starting to see that visual. 6 months later, I look different. From the day I started, I had this image in my head of what I want to look like. I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to apply the knowledge and I'm going to be consistent. 6 months later, I'm literally looking at myself. I took a picture of myself day one, and then 6 months later, I looked at myself, took another picture. And that picture 6 months later looked a lot closer to the physique that I wanted. Was it perfect? It wasn't picture perfect or spot on when it came to the beach body, when it came to me, wanting to put on some size, but I was closer. I was closer to the physique that I wanted. And then next thing you know, 6 months later, a year transformation, bro. I literally looked like the image that I had in my head, bro. And all I did was take the information and all I did was develop a routine. And next thing you know, all I did was just remain consistent, and I kept going and kept going and kept going. And then I got the results that I was working for. Now, mind you, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It did not come overnight. Obviously, it came over a period of time. I had to work for it. But the one thing that they told me to always remember is to be consistent, bro. Just be consistent. Because if you're inconsistent, so will your results reflect. Your results reflect inconsistencies. Now imagine had I been inconsistent throughout the year, then guess what? What I looked like at the end of the year, 365 days, had I been inconsistent, I could have looked like what I looked like 6 months into the grind within a full spectrum, within a full year, bro. Which means that I made an additional 6 months gain by sticking with it, as opposed to dragging my feet, if that makes sense to you guys. So a lot of the times, man, when it comes to our goals, that's pretty much what it is. Sometimes we make a 6 month progress, bro. We make 6 months progress within 365 days because we're not consistent, because we're dragging our feet. We fall short of really being able to get the results that we want. We fall short, bro. Every single year, for the simple fact that we drag our feet. We leave days on the table, hours on the table, reps on the table when it comes to our goals, bro. When it comes to the things that you want, a lot of the times you leave so many gains on the table when it comes to the things that you want to succeed at in life, bro. We leave gains on the table. And so one thing that I do appreciate about the gym is that the gym leave gems. It does. Principles, things that you need in order to be successful in the gym when it comes to you and your physique, you can apply that to pretty much any and every area of your life. If you want to have a successful business, guess what? You got to be consistent. If you want to have a successful business, guess what? You got to work hard. If you truly want to thrive and excel and be among the elite within your business or whatever it is that you're pursuing, then you have to push, bro, with a purpose. And you have to be consistent and not leave days on the table when you're not doing anything about what it is that you're trying to establish yourself at, bro. You have to work. In order for you to succeed in 2026, in order for you to succeed in 2026 and get your breakthrough, because you can and you will get a breakthrough if my brother, if you are consistent, period. Every single day, we got to do something about it. Every single day is an opportunity when you have any spare time, and we can't play with it. I don't have spare time. I work 8 hours or I work 12 hours. Do you get a break? I literally wrote a whole book, bro. I literally wrote a whole book. Hold up, y'all. While working my 9 to 5, I haven't featured my book yet, neither, but we'll cross that bridge. But I wrote a whole book while working my 9 to 5. Hold up. While working my 9 to 5, hold up. I would begin my days between 4:30 and 5 in the morning by working out. So I would knock my workout out before going to work, shower, go to work, after work, go to school 3 times a week. 3 times a week. So now I'm working out in the morning, right? I'm going to work, and then after work, I'm going to school. And then that's not to mention I have homework. And on the days that I'm not in school, I still have homework. Hold up. Not only do I still have homework, I'm also going to the gym. I'm doing 2 days. I'm working out in the morning. So again, I'm working out in the morning, then I'm going to work, then I'm going to school. On the days that I don't have school, mind you, when I'm going to school, I still have homework. On the days that I don't go to school, I would go to the gym again. Morning gym, go to work, evening gym, and then homework. And yet I still found time to write a book within a year, bro. Now one may ask, how did you have the energy? How did you have the fortitude? How did you have the time, most importantly, to get all of that done and still squeeze in a book? I'm gonna tell you, it's real simple. I got creative. Just like being a content creator, I just got creative. When you're at work, I wrote my book while at work, mind you, while punched in on the clock. And of course, jobs don't be planned. They want you to work, right? So it's not like I was chilling or had a lot of downtime. I literally wrote my book. I would say 80% of my book was written while at work, on my break. So I just wanted to give you an example of time that you could actually occupy towards your goals, bro, if you think outside the box. When they give you 15-minute breaks, 20-minute break, 30-minute breaks, 30-minute lunch, an hour lunch, whatever the case may be, bro, get creative. Do what you have to do to make your dreams come into fruition, bro. Do what you have to do. You have the time. You think you don't, but you do. If you want it bad enough, you'll get it. A whole fact. Whatever you want bad enough, it'll happen. You have to want it bad enough. Your why have to be strong. You have to be a determined individual. You have to have a I do not quit mentality. I won't quit mentality. I will figure it out mentality. If you tally up the excuses, you'll make excuses. But if you tally up solutions, you will find solutions. Let me say that again, bro. If you tally up excuses, you will continue to make excuses. You will gravitate towards making excuses for the simple fact that you are putting that out into the universe. I don't have enough time. Okay, well then you don't. I can create time. Okay, well then let's go. Let's figure it out. Let's find the solutions. Let's create some solutions. Come on now, we alive now. We got something to work with. We got motion. We're pulling the flashlight out and we're looking. It may seem dark, but we're looking. Cracks and crevices. Where is enough time to find time to grind? It's there if you get creative. It's there if you go searching for it. It's there when you're not paying attention to making excuses. It's there if you just really think about it. Again, I wrote a whole book, bro. I got my schoolwork accomplished while at work. By the time I got home, I really had more time. I had time to cook food for the family. I had more time to pour into my business even more. I had more time because I got creative, bro. And that's what you got to do, is ditch the excuses. That's what you got to do, is find creative ways, bro. Find solutions, seek solutions, look for solutions, be consistent at that. This is your breakthrough year, bro. 2026. Again, it's early, but don't get it twisted. Time is moving. Don't get it twisted. Time is moving. At the snap of a finger, especially if you're operating on idle time, bro, using an idle mind all this year, bro, you're not going to get nothing done. You're going to look up and be like, where has the year gone? Your year has gone to flipping the remote, flipping the channel, being on the phone, texting, gossiping, scrolling, not using social media to your advantage, content creators, not using social media to your advantage when it comes to anything that you want to pursue. You can go on TikTok, YouTube, wherever, Instagram, and wherever you want to do, somebody is doing it, bro. Somebody is showing you how to do it. But instead, you scrolling by, being in consumer mode, watching what everyone else is doing and forgetting to do what you need to do for you. Nah, let me take that back. Watching what everyone else is doing and choosing to not do what you know is necessary for your growth. Get rid of the excuses in 2026. It's going to take consistency. It's going to take everything that you have, bro. You may cry in the process. It's going to be some days where it hurts. But you know what? This is your year, right? At the end of 2026, bro, I want you to see yourself in that winning seat. You can do it. Again, even though it's early in 2026, bro, time flies. Take advantage of every moment that you have. That's what it's going to take in order to have your breakthrough happen in 2026. This time, let it be different. This time, stay consistent. This time, execute the plan. Create your strategy, adjust if you must, and then execute the plan every single day, every day. So fam, Dream Drivers Legacy family, let's do it, man. I don't want to be the only person succeeding. And I'm not a selfish person. I don't want to just see myself succeed. You feel me? That's why we have the channel. This is a family devotion. This is a family commitment. We are dedicated to win as a family. We are dedicated to execute the plan as a family. Yes, as a family. It doesn't take no light off my torch to burn the torches of others. It's enough success out here for everyone, bro. That's another reason why I do it, because I want to win, but I indeed want to see you win too. I indeed absolutely want to see you win as well. I want to encourage you to win. I want to inspire you to win, and you will win. Let 2026 be your breakthrough year by doing it different, by being committed, by being locked in, by taking advantage of your moments, bro, by getting up early in the morning, by going to the gym, by attacking your goals, by praying every day, by believing every day, by pursuing every day, by being consistent throughout the process, rain, sleet, or snow. Like I said at the end of my videos, rain, sleet, or snow, you already know the goal is to grow. Yeah. So yeah, let's do it, y'all. Let's lock in. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post bell notification so you guys will get these videos. If you like content like this is what we do here at the Dream Drivers Legacy channel, bro. On our path to victory, on our road to greatness, let's live in purpose, on purpose. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Peace and blessings. One love, strength,